I can't keep up. I can't keep up. Hi guys, welcome to Artistic Thursday. You guys are watching Life and Style, and welcome back to Thursday. We've missed you guys, and we have amazing performances lined up for you. But meanwhile, we have Aisha, who's at South Sea with a porter, and she has amazing art to show you guys. So stay tuned, and Aisha.
A very good morning to you, and thank you so much for tuning into KTN Life and Style. This is Artistic Thursday, and I am your host, Aisha Njiku. So today, my producer and I, Steve, we took a walk around town, and we ended up in South Sea at the Kirdi Institute. So did you know that all the kitchenware, the decor, the sculptures that you own or just see around town, it's art in itself? Well, today we're going to learn more about pottery and ceramics. So let's go. Take a walk with me. So this is where the magic happens, and this is actually called the studio. Good morning,
Hello,
Frida. How are you?
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's such a lovely morning. Thank you for having us and for creating time.
Welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Aisha. So whenever you get to this studio, Aisha, you have to put on the right garments.
The right garments?
Yes. So we have an apron.
Okay.
Because this is the dirtiest you can ever get.
But I'm ready to get dirty.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we have
I'm
some
here for that.
here for you.
Okay. So I need to also dress down?
Yes.
Sure.
Because you need to have comfortable shoes.
In the studio?
Yes.
All right. So what's the next step? What will that be?
Okay, so Aisha, thank you so much for coming.
Okay.
So I'll take you around the studio. Because here we do production of handmade pottery.
Okay.
So we have various processes, but what we start with, we have raw clay.
All right.
This is raw clay. We get our clay from Mukurene Nyeri. So it has to go through a process.
This is clay?
Yes, this
but
is clay.
It's so soft.
Yeah, we have to really fine sieve it using a very fine sieve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not like what we used to play with as kids.
Yes, you have to use a very fine sieve, and then we mix it with some chemicals for us to get this fine clay. Yes.
I remember my art and craft lessons. What is that one thing that you can make simply just by using?
You can make a
pinched
bowl.
Pinched bowl?
Yes.
Let me show you something that I still like. Like, you know how they say you still have a little, you're still a child inside? So this is my inner child.
Bring it out.
about to unleash it right here.
Okay.
So I used to make something like this.
Oh.
Do you know what this is? It's almost
like
done.
A doll.
Are you ready for my pottery?
Yes, I'm ready for it. Show us what you have.
What I have. Something very cute and pretty.
Okay.
See? Do you know what this is?
Wow.
Let me even finish it.
Looks like a snowman.
Well, can be a snowman. This is a card.
Oh. Beautiful. I didn't see that coming.
You didn't see that coming?
Yes. You should be a potter.
That's my inner child coming out to play. All right, so you were telling me about it being the process that it goes through so that it's this smooth and defined.
Yes, it has to go through a very fine sieve.
Okay.
You have to soak it first. Whenever we get it from Nyeri, we have to soak it for like 2 weeks, and then we sieve it completely in drums, and then we mix it with some chemicals, then dry it in a bed, like a flat bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the clay.
So you have the raw clay here.
Okay.
Then we've got various techniques of pottery.
Okay.
One of them is using the wheel. As you can see, Daniel is busy using the wheel.
Hi, Daniel. How hard is that though?
It depends on your experience. But you
like
can
how
always
long
learn
would you? Yeah, how long would it take to learn the art?
I'd say like 5 classes.
Just 5 classes?
Of 3 hours each.
And that's it?
But you have to keep on practicing. That is just the basics.
Don't you get tired just to see the wheel go round and round and round?
It's actually relaxing.
This process is supposed to be relaxing?
Yeah, it's a relaxing process. So he's trying to open up.
Okay.
He's opening up.
Do you also do this, Frida?
Yes.
Ah.
Of course, I have to know all this.
And how do you know what to do and how to When to stretch it out, when to bring it down.
You have to flow with it.
Good
You
Lord.
have to evenly distribute the clay.
So it's not more on one side.
Yes.
All right.
Remember, it was all down.
Yes.
Now he's pulling it up.
Wow. How long does it take to make, like in a day, how many pots would you make?
Depending on the size, like a big vase, that should take like 13 vases in a day. After the throwing, what we do, these items here, these ones have been thrown. So what we normally do, they have to go through trimming. You can feel this is a little bit heavy and it doesn't have the shape of what we want.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have to trim it and we will shed off the excess clay using trimming tools. But you have to use the potter's wheel too. That is when it is leather hard. You can do it when it's so moist.
This is called leatherhead now.
This is leather
After it
hard.
stayed out for how long?
Like 2 days, 3 days.
Ah, okay. But this can still collapse if I was to put this in water.
Yeah, it's going to disintegrate. Yeah.
Okay. So this is after this. So after the wheel, then you dry it for like 2 days.
And then you go through the trimming.
Then you trim it.
Yeah. And then after the trimming, they have to be. This is the perfect part. This is after trimming.
Ah.
So this is
so now
a
it's taking
cappuccino cup.
form.
It
Yes.
has the form. It has the handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's my cappuccino?
This is cappuccino. We're going to fire it and then you can have it. You can take it home with you.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So after this stage,
So this is after how long? So this is 2 days. You've trimmed. You've taken it back.
this is after 5 days.
After 5 days.
Yeah. I think this should be the 5th day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
when
a
you
week.
put the handles and everything, and then we have to leave them out to dry under very natural conditions. You don't have to hurry them up. You see, we have a paper.
Yes.
So this is for holding the moisture. And then
Yeah,
after
to
like
keep it
3
moist.
days, you're going to have them here. We have to place them on the table for them now to dry freely with the free air. And
So
the very
it's
natural
conditions.
Yes.
That's one of the conditions.
Yes.
Like it's
And
a
there
must
has to be a good circulation
of air. Yeah, because you can clearly tell from the studio itself. Okay.
So after this
5th day,
stage,
then you bring it here.
yes, then they have to dry. You can clearly see that this doesn't have any water. It's a bit lighter.
Yes, it is.
And if you compare it with a mug like this is a little bit wet.
Yes,
So this
even
is
the
not
ones
dry.
that were there,
Those
they're
are
actually
wet.
wet. Yes.
So after drying here, now they're ready for the biscuit stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is that?
Biscuit is where you have to put the items in the kiln.
So this is after they've dried.
Yeah.
So you
After
bring
they
them
dry
here.
naturally, you have to put them in the kiln.
All right.
This is what we put. This is what we call a kiln. And as you can see, there are items inside here. These ones are just fired yesterday. So you have to arrange them here.
Yeah, there's still
You
some
can
heat.
feel it's a little bit hot.
Yeah. Is there a specific temperature that you're supposed to heat them up?
The bisque firing, we fire at 960 degrees Celsius. And that is dependent with the clay body.
Okay.
Yes. But with
Okay.
this
There's
body
different,
of the
because you
clay,
said your clay comes from Nyeri. So you have different clays from different parts of...
yeah, we have different clays from
different parts of
the
Kenya.
country, yeah.
Does the process change?
It depends with what you want to achieve. For outdoor pots, you have to add some silt or some potter's sand. But for this, we use very refined clay.
Okay.
Yes. So after the kiln, this is the biscuit stage. This is what you get. This is a bisque. This is a cup.
This is after you fire them up.
Yeah. But at this
So-
stage, it's a little bit porous
Okay.
because that temperature is not high enough not to make it porous. So you have to do glazing on it because this is kitchenware. You cannot easily wash it. You have to do glazing on it. And we have glazes.
So what does it involve when you say glazing?
Glazing, they're oxides. They're metal oxides.
Okay.
Yeah, so whenever you want like a blue color, you can use cobalt. Whenever you want zinc, okay, whenever you want like...
This used to be called organic chemistry in high school, guys. Oxidation,
Yes, and everything.
cobalt.
So when you look here, we have some glazes. They come in powder form.
Ah, so this is it.
Yeah, they come in powder form, but you have to mix them with water.
But inakaa simiti.
Not really. It's not cement.
Okay.
It is not cement. So what we normally do, we either dip the bisque or spray or use a brush, depending on the result that you want. Now after this
When
stage,
does the color pop now?
you have to return the items
Back to the kiln.
back to the kiln.
But
you have
different
to fire
temperatures.
at a very different temperature, a higher temperature. You have to achieve the melting point of the glaze.
Okay.
Yeah, so that after it melts, it can bond easily with the body.
You have to fire. So guys, the only time that firing applies and it's actually a good thing is during pottery. So we have to fire up the the kitchenware.
Yes.
All right.
So even decorative, you can still fire. Like that vase there is a decorative vase,
Okay. Yeah.
but you still have to bring it in the kiln again, and a temperature of 1150 degrees Celsius.
Lower temperatures.
Yes. This is the glaze. We call it green star. This is the same glaze as this,
Ah.
but this is more. It's so unpredictable. This is under temperature of 1150 degrees Celsius. This is 960.
So it becomes more richer.
The color is different because of the oxidation levels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because this and this is also
This is a brown. This is a different color.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the final process.
This is the final product, but we also do another kind of finishing. This is called smoke finishing, where the items are normally burnished when they're leather hard. You
Okay.
smoothen them with the back of a spoon or a very smooth pebble, and then after smoothening, you put them through. Okay, you put them in the kiln. You get a bisque, but after bisquing, after this stage of bisquing, you smoke them.
Okay.
You
so
don't
they don't
glaze
go back
them.
to the
They
you
don't go back to
glaze
the
and
kiln.
they don't go back to the kiln.
So what we're going to do, this is called wedging of the kiln.
It's like making chapatis.
Yeah. And that is what you're
But
going
it's
to
a hard,
do.
but it's a harder process.
For
Do you know how hard it is to
building-
make dough?
For hand building, you need harder clay.
Okay, kind of get the gist of it.
And you do this to remove any air bubbles,
Okay.
just like you do with chapatis. You can start
so that
rolling
it cheats.
this.
That's mine.
Yeah. This will determine the thickness of your piece.
Guys, I can't do this, but I actually make good chapatis, for your information. Unaona hii kazi nafanya hapa na
It's
clay.
actually relaxing.
This is
You're
supposed
the
to
one
be
who's
relaxing.
benefiting.
Oh yeah, so you should just be patient and take
Yeah.
my time. All right.
So try and roll it using the rolling pin.
Okay.
Just to even it out.
All right. Is it supposed to attain a specific shape?
No. You're the one who's going to make that shape.
What I want.
Yeah. You just have to roll it until it has the same thickness.
Alright. I'm not doing bad, right?
Yeah, you're doing well.
What? It's actually hard work though. The rolling bits.
It's not as hard.
This is hardship for me.
So what we're going to do, because you're making a tray.
Oh, from this?
Yes.
Okay. So do I get to get home with it? Because I put
After-
all my energy here.
I'll give you a call after 2 weeks.
Can we name it?
Yes.
So what should we name it?
Aisha,
Yes.
2017.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the base of a tray.
Ah.
And I want you to do something here so that it can come up. Cut it here
Okay.
and cut here. can
So
do a
what
little
patterns
prints
though?
here.
What prints?
Any patterns of your choice.
Any patterns. Nakumbuka zigzag. Like that?
Okay.
All right.
And then for this other side, remember we're doing a tray. You can also cut it here, here, then you do the same patterns.
And this other side as well.
Yeah.
Can I move this?
Yeah, you can always move this.
It reminds me of, did you used to make like birthday cakes from sand growing up?
I never tried cakes, but it's the same concept of decoration.
Yeah. Then you go back home and then you have to get a Sarah beating because once
didn't
again
bake.
uliambiwa usicheze na mchanga.
But
no.
oh, you're saying the
The mud.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're gonna lift this up. You see this?
Yeah.
And this. But remember, we cannot just join it like that. We need to use a slip.
What is this like?
Slip is just clay, which is in some thick clay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in water.
It's a
It has, yeah, it's a paste from
Alright.
clay. So this is what you're going to do. And using this, you're gonna create some weak points here.
Weak point.
Yeah.
What's that for?
For bonding.
Okay.
The slip needs to
go through.
to go in.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay, you can try doing this on
Yeah,
this
on the
other
other side?
side.
Okay.
Yeah. You can just make it ragged as you can.
Like that.
Yeah. And then you have to do the sleeve. Once you do the sleeve, you come and put this up here.
You're supposed to make it bond.
Yeah, it's going to bond them. And then what you're going to do, you can lift up this clay from behind. See what I'm doing?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. You're just making it bond.
Okay. So you do this all day?
Yeah.
What are some of the amazing pieces that you've created, and they're probably in public spaces, popular public spaces?
For now, I wouldn't say that you're in public spaces, but I supply hotels, some of the hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also do exhibitions, a lot of exhibitions, so people get to purchase our products from there.
All right.
Yeah.
So you know, also this kind of art,
Yeah.
it's almost like what we do in our studio and what the creatives go through.
Okay.
And you said that the potter's wheel, it leads you to your next piece,
Okay.
right? You're supposed to like listen to it and be very attentive.
Yeah.
Do you ever get, because like writers, they normally get like a block when it comes to creativity sometimes. Does that happen to you as well?
It can happen. At times things don't work on the wheel. So whatever you need to do, you just do some hand building or decorating some stuff. You have to keep on moving from there to here. Carvings, you can see there's so much carvings here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it happens. Sometimes you can have a
Yes.
block.
Yes. And there are times when you're working on the wheel, everything just collapses.
Whoa.
So you have to
So it's
make
back to
the
square
net.
one.
Yeah. But it tells you that day you're not meant for the wheel. Do
Well, the
something
wheel has
else.
to choose you.
Yeah. But you also choose it.
So is this what you've been doing? How long have you been doing this, Frida?
I did classes in 2013
2013?
to 2014. Yeah. But then the production bit of it, I started doing in 2017. in
2017?
April. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So how has the experience been for you?
It's not a bad experience, though it has a lot of challenges.
Like what?
For me, I'm facing a lot of challenges with glazes.
That is
The colors.
the colors.
Yes.
Yeah.
The metal oxides.
Yes.
They're quite unpredictable. You'd expect a different color, you get something very, very, very different.
Well, remember what you showed me and you told me it's
Yes.
supposed to be red, and I'm like, how is it supposed to be red in color? Do you think this is an industry where it's dominated by men?
It's quite hardy, and I think ladies fear getting dirty, but I'm not scared.
You're not scared?
I'm not scared of it.
And what has been your most memorable moment just from the kind of work that you do?
Oh, the first time I produced my first piece, it went to the kiln, and I got to sell my first piece. That was the happiest moment of my life.
Did you sell it to like a friend or to?
It was a friend who had placed an order long way before.
What exactly was it?
It was a vase.
Ah,
Yeah.
how big was it?
It was this big, like circular. It was a very creative vase. Yeah.
Interesting. So clearly you need to, because you see, like for me when I was rolling the dough, and I'll call it a dough, though it's clay. What is this? There was so much going on through my mind, and I'm not a patient person. So you told me you actually need to relax because it's supposed to be a calming thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So clearly for you, apart from just that, probably being a patient person, but it also shows your passion in it.
I have the passion for it, and I'm so excited when I make a piece for someone, and it turns out to be a masterpiece. Because most of the pieces we do here, we cannot even replicate. So most of our pieces are masterpieces.
So I cannot find it in somebody else's house?
Not really. And it's hard to replicate. Very, very hard to replicate. Yeah.
So what would you advise someone who wants to get into this industry despite the challenges?
I would advise them that this is not a short journey. It's a very, very long journey. I mean, it's taken me quite a number of years. I've had challenges of power. I've had challenges of a studio, getting myself a studio. But follow your passion. It's possible. It's very possible for you to do what you want.
Yeah.
And art pays. Don't be afraid to like price your products. Art pays. Give people a price and include the time taken, everything, the cost of production. Do not be afraid to price the products, because this is something that can pay.
All right.
Yeah.
Because then most of the time when we have just different kind of artists in the studio, they say one of the things is that Kenyans, we're not supportive of our own art and our own artists. For you, would you say that you have that supportive system?
I would say my family has really supported me. They've appreciated having a background of chemistry and coming to do something, okay, not totally different, because there's a lot of chemistry here. But my family has really appreciated that, and it supported me. My friends, all the same, they've actually supported me. Those are my first clients. Yeah. And also I get people, when I go to exhibitions, people buy my products. Some will critique them, but others will really say, this is an awesome thing. You're doing something awesome, and that motivates you.
Yeah, to do even more.
Yeah.
And to share your art with the world as well. Oh, okay. This has been amazing. So how long till I come for my tray?
I think this should take like a week.
A week for this small tray?
Yeah, it needs some time to dry. Hand building takes a little bit longer. You can put some handles.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Where? Which side? I thought it was complete.
Not really. It's a small tray, but you need also to do some insertions here.
All right. So the bonding thing again.
Yeah.
So a word of encouragement to other artists out there.
I tell them, go for it. Everything is possible. And for every masterpiece that is made, I mean, you have to be very active. It doesn't take a lazy artist to produce a masterpiece. Yeah. So it's a whole journey.
Yeah, it's a whole journey. They
Yeah.
say that talent without the work, then it's baseless.
It's baseless. You have to work. Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Unlike our
Because
trays, which has a base.
this is work, Aisha.
Yeah. Yeah, this is my work and this is my tray.
Yeah. So you have to really work.
True.
From getting the design, from marketing your product.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole series of work, and then you have to do research on what you do. Yeah, you have to develop your product. Yeah.
So you
cannot just sit there, do the same thing every now and then. You have to keep on developing your product. Yeah.
Okay.
There has to be a growth.
Yeah.
So you have to do a lot of research, attend classes, if you can like attend art classes or just something which is going to better you.
So every day is a day to learn something new.
Yes.
All right. So we've had a good time with Frida. Thank you so much for sharing your art with us and for taking time just to show us the whole process. Clearly, it's not easy, but as you said, it's, if you have the passion, then go for it. And yeah, just follow your dreams as well and put in work. The work is important. This has been Artistic Thursday, and this is Katie in Life and Style. I'm your host, Aisha Wanjiku, and we are still at Kirti with Frida.
Thank you.
But my handle is bigger than yours. Oh, look at my handle.
Oh, use your rider.
Yeah, mine was meant to be like this, so it would have had a different handle on this other
It
side.
can still be different.
Right?
Mm.
This is where my creativity yangu imenifikisha. And I haven't even done the whole thing.
You need to
I
put
even forgot.
some sleep into it.
I'm failing in this. I should stick to my daytime job. My handle is not even sticking.
It's collapsing because it's too long.
Ah.
Okay. Let me do this. You have to cut it. It's telling you it's tired.
You have to listen to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
That was your
amazing.
tray.
So this goes my tray, Aisha 2017. At least I have a Christmas gift.
Right, Aisha 2017.
And yeah, that is perfect. Aisha was here.
Yeah, Aisha was here.
At least I have a Christmas present. Do you have one?
You're lucky enough to get a pottery present.
Yes. Early November.
Yeah.
Christmas comes early for me.
2017. Yeah.
Yes. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You're
Frida.
most welcome, Aisha.
See, we got our hands dirty today.